parents really don't have any idea what's going on.
Banning children from online environments shuts out parents and shuts down learning for children.
From cyberbullying to R-rated material, IT expert and mum Rebecca knows all too well just how scary the online world can be.
My son's only 10. One of the big things I think is, the grooming. That someone might go on there and, start talking to my son and become familiar with him and coach him into meeting them somewhere.
But rather than block son Nicholas from accessing potentially dangerous websites, Rebecca believes it's better to teach him how to recognise when something isn't right.
They don't learn the street smarts of technology. They don't learn, when something is real and when it's not real.
It's a view now supported by the latest research from the Telethon Kids Institute. Professor Donna Cross says blocking technology, filtering out certain websites and games, only gives parents a false sense of security.
It would be so much easier for all of us, I'm sure, to just say, look, we just won't let our children use technology. But it's ubiquitous. It's almost 99% of children are telling us through their surveys that they can access technology even if their parents are not giving them direct permission to.
Telethon Kids held focus groups and asked young people between the ages of 10 and 15 to be brutally honest about their online habits. Cyberbullying was an issue, as was the viewing of explicit material, whether on purpose or accidentally. But most alarmingly, children as young as 11 and 12 said they'd been involved in sexting, sending explicit photos of themselves via text.
There's long-term reputational damage, there's the legal damage that technically you're breaking the law if you're underage and sending imagery of yourself as underage. So there's a whole range of issues here that it's really important for parents to have those conversations.
Sean Smith heads up tech company Wangle, developers of a new app that tracks kids' online behaviour in real time and sends alerts to parents if there's something dangerous or inappropriate going on.
Imagine you're at work, making yourself a coffee, and your kids are at home using the internet, and we've just had an alert come up now. So the alert comes up on your phone, it's anonymous so that your work colleagues don't know what's going on. We can go straight into the alert area and we can see there in this particular instance, children are looking at websites on weapons.
The app is based on the research from Telethon Kids. It works on the idea that knowledge is power. Parents know what their kids are doing and are sent information and advice on how best to deal with any issues that pop up.
Children are going to use the internet and they're going to see things whether parents like it or not. And the challenge for parents is how do they help their children to adapt, to learn, to build resilience so that they can become responsible and useful digital citizens.
The Family Insights app costs around $8 a month. Parents can look at a dashboard and see how many hours their kids are online for, what kind of sites they're looking at, what social media they have. It doesn't read messages or look at photos, it's based on mutual trust.
But do it in a way that also enables parents to step in when they need to offer either support or advice, or in more serious cases, counselling and possibly even police services.
The app is also designed to detect the possibility of cyberbullying. Research shows that kids who are bullied withdraw online and stop posting on social media. The app picks up on these subtle changes and tells parents to be aware.
Often children will conceal it, one because they're ashamed, but also because they're afraid that their parents will take their technology away from them. So some things that parents can look for is children typing really hard on their computer or typing in different ways so they can maybe hear aggression through the ways that children are interacting. The sort of mood that children are in when they come off the computer. Are they always typically down compared to when they go on?
And if your child is being bullied, the advice is don't overreact and involve your child in the solution so they don't feel like a victim.
Parents need to show empathy. Some parents will dismiss it, saying, well, look, we'll just block them. That'll fix it. And of course, we know that young people want to see what's going on, and in fact, blocking creates more anxiety for children because they don't know what's being said.
There's also a GPS that keeps a close eye on kids' movements overnight. But the biggest protection, proactive parenting.
And together we have these rules that are really clear about how technology should be used. No texting at the table, mobile phones in the kitchen after 9 o'clock, no phones in bedroom, no technology in bedrooms might be examples of some of those rules.